Once upon a time, in the middle of a quiet, barren field, a lonely tree grew from a crack in the dry, sun-hardened earth. No one noticed it. No one stopped to rest in its shade. It stood alone, silent and patient day after day. Until one day a traveler came. He looked tired, lost, and burdened by wounds that couldn't be seen, the kind that lived deep inside the soul. Without a word, he sat beneath the tree. He didn't speak. He didn't look up. But the tree felt something shift, a heaviness that filled the air, a sadness too deep for words. And even though the tree couldn't talk, it offered what it could: silence, shelter, and stillness. From that day on, the tree began to wait. It stretched its branches wider to offer more shade. It dug its roots deeper, to stand strong and steady whenever he leaned against its trunk. When the sun blazed, it lifted its leaves high to block the heat. When the wind turned cold, it rustled gently, like a quiet embrace. The traveler returned again. Not every day, but often enough that the tree began to believe, maybe he needs me too. Time passed. Seasons changed. One day the traveler came late. A week passed. Then two. Then an entire season. When he finally returned, something was different. He sat beneath the tree but said nothing. No stories. No laughter. Just silence. The tree didn't ask why. It simply lowered its shade as if to say, "I'm still here." He sat for a while, then left. The next time he didn't stop. He just walked by, a passing glance, then gone. And for the first time the tree felt cold, not from the wind but from inside. It wanted to ask, "Do you still need me?" But trees cannot speak. So it did what it always did. It waited. More seasons passed. Leaves fell. Rain came. Winds blew. But the traveler never returned. The tree remained standing, not broken but hollow. Its leaves turned pale, not from time or weather but from sorrow. Some days it still hoped. Maybe he would come back just like before. But on other days it simply wanted to stop waiting. And eventually, it did. Not because it had stopped loving, but because it had learned. Love only survives when two souls continue walking toward each other. When one stays still and the other turns away, waiting becomes no longer love, but quiet suffering. Many years later, the traveler returned. His hair had grayed. His step had slowed. In his chest was something heavy, something unspoken, aching. Regret. He saw the tree again. But it was no longer the same. No longer lush and vibrant. No longer reaching for the sky. It stood still, thinned, weathered by time and silence. He approached. He placed a hand on its trunk. The leaves did not rustle. The wind did not blow. Only a single dry leaf fell, slow, soft, like a farewell. The traveler didn't cry. But deep within, something collapsed. Something too late. He whispered, "Why didn't you wait just a little longer?" And the breeze, quiet and fleeting, seemed to answer, "Why didn't you speak just a little sooner?" We often believe that those who love us will wait forever. That silence is harmless. That feelings don't need to be said out loud. But love, no matter how deep, needs to be seen, heard, spoken. Needs small acts of care, gentle words, honest presence. Silence is not love. Waiting is not forever. Some things, once they quietly leave, never return. So if you still have time to speak, then speak. If someone is waiting for you, don't let them wait too long. And if you are the one waiting, ask yourself honestly, are they still coming toward you, or have they already turned away? Because this story is not just about a tree and a traveler. It's about you, me, and all the things we lost, not because we stopped loving but because we waited too long to say it.